Hello, my beautiful Leos. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, this is Divine Light, and I'm going to jump right in here. Today, we're going to look into that specific person or a situation in your mind, and let's see what's going on with that, what's working out, what's not. I see here there's someone playing a violin. This kind of looks like the head kind of looks like a dolphin right here. This can be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Or this can be someone who is on the emotional side. And because arts require some EQ, emotional intelligence, so this can be someone who has that kind of strong emotional intelligence, but they're outside of your comfort zone. And that's why I feel like maybe some of you don't even know this person yet. This can be someone not only the violin, but maybe something they're into classical music or classic things and a little gentle soul. And it seems like they're going to show up in your life a little, not very soon, maybe 5 weeks from now, the timeline wise, maybe. Okay, I feel like maybe 7 is another number here. 7 can be like 7 weeks or the 7th day or 7th thing. This can be something related to that. I see there's a heart shape showing up in the first pathway showing. This is a short pathway, that long pathway showing up in a short time period. You might be looking for some love, or this can also be indicative of something you would love to have in your life, because on this pathway, I don't see a romance, but I see the heart shape here. So it can be interpreted both ways. So I feel like here you might be looking for really bring satisfaction into your life, and while you're looking for that, you might come across with love as well. Okay, true love, maybe even someone who really experiences love fully. Another thing I see here, there's a horse. The horse can be your wish fulfillment, your desire. If this is a situation that you are actually maybe trying to resolve, there's a pathway open up here. The pathway is outside your comfort zone, so you might have to really go outside of your own comfort zone and do something that this is something you would love to do, but this is not something that you usually do. Okay, this doesn't have to be something extreme, but this is something that really is something that you don't usually prefer, the ways that you don't do it. And it seems like that's actually going to bring another idea to you. That can be another inspiration in order to resolve if this is a situation. I see a goddess standing in your pathway here. This can be someone also helping you, and she has like her head is above the water. This has temperance energy here, like she is actually not drowning, but she's submerged in the water. Temperance is not fully submerged, not even like the tipping the toe is actually like of her touching in the water. But I feel like here this is maybe your situation, someone being too much of patience actually caused them to stay on like the water has risen and this person is like staying under the water now. So if this is your situation, maybe you are fed up with someone's attitude and maybe a situation that you're not really taking any action. You have been patient for so long, but temperance energy meaning, okay, do things moderately, be patient in the situation. Sun is shining up on the background, but when the time is go, you need to move up, get up and go, because there's a pathway opening up to the hill. So if the water is rising and you have stayed where you are for a long time, you might actually stay under the water. This means that it's time to take action, maybe even massive action. And massive action doesn't mean like doing things without even thinking about or planning through. This is about like plan the action points and then be flexible along the way, change things around. Okay, so it seems like here this is the time to move on in the situation. I see a letter A here. A can be in the name of a person, A can be in the name of a city, or a new beginning that you need to start with something. And if this is a project in your mind, there's a legal paper showing up. If you're wondering about the paperwork and the contracts and this and that, they're also aligning with you when you start action towards it. Okay, the action can be maybe you're concerned about the situation and you're waiting for it to resolve itself. This can even be like you picking up the phone lines are forming, maybe even calling to a certain government officers asking about the situation, if you're concerned about something happening in your neighborhood, or if this is something that can be anything, because now we have all kinds of institutions, we have all kinds of organizations that we can gather information from. It can be something like that if this is like a social cause you're going after, but also this can be if this is a personal thing that you're dealing with. It's time to maybe just start looking for solutions that can really pull you out of that water situation. Water is emotions, maybe emotions coming with a fear that you're staying under too much. Okay, the fear is actually like surrounding you. The best way to get out of it, getting out of your head, is moving your body, and I feel like that can be the first thing to do. Another thing I see, there's a woman leaning onto a big fish. The fish is forming right now. Fish can indicate wealth, abundance, the opportunities, abundance of the universe, big monies, and there's a feminine character leaning onto the fish, indicates that your creative ideas are going to actually help you catch this big fish. Okay, if you have been doubting your creative ideas, that the things are coming to you, and if you're not taking action towards it day to day, or maybe immediately as soon as it comes to you, it can be too late in the future. So because the fish is like coming together but dissolving at the same time, so the opportunities are coming together but dissolving at the same time. If you do not catch it right away and cook it, basically it might go bad here. Okay, another thing I see, there's a man standing on a hill right there. This can be even a bag of money. I feel like for some of you, this is a person. Okay, there is a wealthy person or a family member. Maybe they gathered up something in their hand, and there's a piece for you, waiting for you in there. So you might have to maybe even ask this person, okay, is my piece ready? This can be like a family thing that you're just dividing. So it's time to pick up and call them. Maybe I don't see the phone calls, so you might even reach them in a different way, but seems like here they're standing on this big opportunity, this big thing. I know it kind of sounds a little bit too many things happening at the same time. Not every sign got this one, Leo, but you might be really stepping into, like, you see this, all these like thought bubbles forming here, and a crowded environment, and you might be like maybe building a business, or you might have an idea to buy something valuable that requires maybe a lot of like a back and forth communications. Like I said, maybe you want to buy a home. Maybe it's time to just start looking for homes, and maybe even start talking to real estate brokers and ask what's going on with the market. Is this the right time? That's why maybe the ideas flowing right now. So it's time to pick up on those signals and signs here. I'm going to get into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. Let's see what the answer is going to be for that. I see a turtle coming forward, swimming towards you, which is another sign for home. Some of you might be manifesting home, and your desire coming extremely fast, by the way. It's not much time left for it. And another thing I see here, that you have a very strong walls building around you, surrounding you. And this can be something that is actually going to take a little while, because you do not allow others to come in, or maybe you do not allow creative ideas to come in. Okay, so because even the turtle is stuck inside of that, and there's a crescent moon. Crescent moon can indicate a legal opportunity, but it seems like here the thing is, you need to start thinking outside of the box, and the box is opening here. I see two sea lions coming forward. Sea lions can be a representative of two very powerful human beings, but also it can be representative of like good friends coming to help you, and maybe even help you move the border a little wider so you can allow more things to come in. I see tears of joy here. This can be some good news happening, and let's look into how that's going to come forth as well into your life, and what action you can take. We're going to ask our oracle some spiritual questions this time. What the spirit wants you to know, we're going to look into that one. Okay, situation is 8 of Cups. You need to walk away from some things that do not serve you anymore. 8 of Cups is a lie. Like, this is actually a water energy, but we have tiger here, Leo, lion, tiger. This is actually, it's like a cat energy. So cats are extremely independent, and this is the time that you're going to actually express your independency. And if you are feeling dependent or connected or tied up to somewhere, Eight of Cups is basically telling you this is already done, and the story is not really going to work anymore. This thing is not going to evolve any further. It's time to just take your gains and walk out of the way, walk out of that space. The action is the Empress, grow your own crops. Focus on your own work. This can even be a cause that you're helping other people and you're expecting that help to come back to you, but it seems like it is not in the ideal position right now. Maybe these people are not going to be able to give back to you, or if the situation that you're investing in, you're waiting some things to come out of it, it might not. Okay, cut the losses, move on to a new thing. And the Empress is a feminine energy, so give birth to your new ideas here, because the universe is ready to grow it, and maybe you even collected all the experience you need in order to achieve something very successful at this time. And the outcome is Six of Wands. This is your victory. Six of Wands is completing a cycle. It's a victory, coming back from the war, victorious sense. We have here, these are, I think, the olive leaves that they build Caesar's crowns out of it, which symbolizes peace here. But also I feel like the olive tree is an extremely strong tree. When you plant them, if they don't get sick, they can actually give you crops for a very long time. So it can be even your victory actually bring you something, maybe even a resource or people into your life that will stay for a long time, that will be there and supporting you. There's an opportunities waiting for you card with the Eight of Cups. So something that you're walking away will be actually a great success for you. It's going to open new doors for you. We have a fair man here with the Empress energy, the action. The fair man can be a gentleman in your life that can actually give you a hand and assistance in this time. And if you're feeling masculine, because the Empress energy is a feminine energy, she takes the seed, it takes care of it and grows it. And maybe you're feeling like, oh no, I'm not going to receive any help from anyone. This is basically telling you, if the hand comes in, take that hand, because that will be divine help. It's not going to be, don't think of it as, I don't take help from anyone. It's not really that kind of help. This is actually divine help coming to you so you can fulfill your purpose. We have the Six of Wands of victory with a wishing well. Family wishes come true. This can be generational desires. Maybe you're making some things happen in an amazing way. Or this can be for your family, for your maybe youngers, that you're creating something that will last for the future. Let's get into your oracle now. I'm going to look into what's an important spiritual lesson you're learning out of this situation. We have innovation and new creations. Okay, so Eight of Cups now makes so much sense, because I feel like you have been working on the same thing or same type of things for so long. Now it's time we have two, I think, falcons here, or I don't know, the fish, not the fish, the bird kinds that well, but eagle, falcon, freedom, new creations, innovations, and expansion is waiting for you. That's what the spiritual lesson that you're learning out of this situation at this time. Let's see, how can you get in alignment with your desires? Let's look into that one as well. Okay. We have birth, rebirth, new creations. Be receptive to a new idea, child, or a situation. Okay, guys, that's actually like two new idea, new creations coming forth here. So there's something, definitely change coming. And this is going to be higher level change. It's going to be like an upgraded idea, upgraded change in your life happening, okay? All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If this reading touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tap the bell so we can keep walking this journey together. Thank you for sharing the sacred space with me, and I wish you all a magical day. Bye.